The Whispering Woods was a magical place. Sunlight peeked through the leaves and colorful flowers dotted the forest floor. The animals lived together in harmony. There was Rosie the deer. She was kind and gentle. Benny the bear loved to eat berries. Sammy the squirrel was always busy gathering nuts. They all loved their home in the Whispering Woods. Every day was a new adventure. The animals played together. They helped each other. Life was good. One day, a big storm came. The wind howled through the trees. Rain poured from the sky. The animals were scared. The storm raged on and on. The forest floor became a muddy mess. The animals huddled together for safety. They had never seen such a terrible storm. When the storm finally stopped, the animals slowly came out. They looked around in disbelief. The Whispering Woods was no more. Everything was a mess. The storm had changed everything. The river that flowed through the forest was now a raging torrent. It had overflowed its banks. The animals couldn't get to the other side. Their homes were cut off. They were scared and didn't know what to do. Rosie the deer wanted to reach her favorite meadow. Benny the bear missed his cozy den. Sammy the squirrel couldn't get to his nut tree. Sammy the squirrel was small, but he was brave. He knew he had to do something to help. He looked at the rushing water. He thought and thought. Suddenly, he had an idea.
I know how to cross the river. We can build a bridge.
The other animals gathered around.
But how? S2, a bridge?
We can use logs from the fallen trees.
Benny the bear usually kept to himself. He was big and strong, but, he wasn't very good at making friends. But, seeing everyone in trouble made him want to help.
He walked up to Sammy.
I can help you move the logs, he offered. Sammy was surprised. He never thought Benny would want to help.
That would be great, Sammy said.
Together they started to roll the logs towards the river. Section 6. Working together. Rosie the deer saw them working. She wanted to help too. She used her antlers to push the logs. Soon all the animals were helping. They worked together, big and small. They lifted, pushed, and pulled. Slowly but surely, a bridge began to take shape. They were a team now. They had a common goal. They had to rebuild their home, and they knew they could only do it together. Section 7. A bridge of logs. Finally, the bridge was ready. It wasn't perfect, but it was strong enough to cross. The animals cheered. They had done it. One by one, they carefully crossed the bridge. Rosie the deer went first, then Benny the bear. Sammy the squirrel went last. They were so happy to be back on the other side. They had faced the challenge together, and they had overcome it. Section 8. The harmony returns. The Whispering Woods was still a mess, but the animals knew what to do. They started to clean up the debris. They helped each other rebuild their homes. They shared food and shelter. The storm had brought them closer. The Whispering Woods was no longer a place of fear. It was a place of hope. It was a place where everyone helped each other. Section 9. Kindness always wins. The animals of the Whispering Woods learned a valuable lesson. They learned that kindness always wins. They learned that helping others is important. Even though they were different, they were a team. They had faced the storm together. They had rebuilt their home together. The Whispering Woods was once again a place of peace and harmony, and it was all thanks to their kindness and cooperation.